Hello, listener. Today I want to talk about why it's important for you to start your own business. You see, one of the key things that we do as professionals, especially those of you who are highly educated, is you tend to focus too much on the present, which means you are good in your skill, you are good in your profession. But the tendency has been that you focus too much on what you're doing at the moment and you forget what the future could hold. Now, in the olden days, that system used to be okay because jobs stayed and people retired. Few companies went under, especially established companies. But right now, as you see, you do not need to have done something wrong for you to get into trouble. By trouble, I mean you getting laid off, or the company being bought by another company, or policies changing that make you redundant. Now, you see, around the world, so many people have been made redundant at their workplace. Not because they're bad, but simply because that is the nature of our reality today. So, as you know, reality is multiple. We don't only have one reality. And as a professional person, one of the things you definitely need to start thinking about is, while I have this bird in my hand, what can I do to get another nest so that by the time this nest gets taken away, if it does, then I have an alternative nest. This is the new thinking I want to invite you to think about. Because if you don't do so, you will be pleasantly surprised, but maybe not pleasantly surprised, maybe rudely surprised that you'll have nothing by the end of the day. Now, one of the key things, and this is something I learned from my mentor, that the safest thing you can do is have something that is your own. It can be a business, it can be an investment. Because investment usually requires some bit of money, and especially as professionals. So if you're being paid in the current job using a particular skill, that already means that you are good. So there are people out there who are looking for your skill and they want to learn from you, because you see, we know the current education system, it's good, it achieves certain objective, but there's certain life objective that it doesn't achieve. So the new world order said that people are looking for experts in different spaces. Now, you may be into medicine, you may be into agriculture, you may be in trade, whatever, or management or leadership. Wherever you are, there is somebody somewhere on this planet desperately looking to seek help from somebody who has the exact qualification and experience like you. Now, your responsibility would be to be able to position yourself in such a way that you can be found. This is where many professionals find it challenging, because over the years they've gotten used to the idea that people will come to you necessarily, right? They will come to you because when you did the interview, the job is already clear, everything is. So they have that interview mind. As a professional person, I invite you to move away from that thinking. The world out there, the non-job world out there, said that you have to give first. So which means you have to give people free content, you have to give people free information, you have to give people free service. You have to do something first until a certain point that people are able to trust you. That's just the world order. You have to get it that way. That's a different thinking, a different practice from the job, right? That's a different mindset, a different way of doing things. So you need to appreciate that, okay, when I'm at the workplace, the system is different. Things come to me. But when you're out in the world of business and commerce and trade, you go out. So it's from you to the world. And you have to do that enough so that the world then comes to you. It takes a bit of time to gain that confidence. And this is why one of the things I tell my clients who are on the journey of transition is that, hey guys, you know what? When you're there, start the journey. Because look, when you got hired in the present job, you had spent a lot of time in school, in college, in doing mentorship or artisan work, different things you used to do. And so it's important that you do these kind of things again in the business world. That's just it. You need time to build momentum. And so I encourage you I need you to do it, because when you build momentum by providing free content, free service, free something, so that people have a proof of concept. People say, okay, if I work with Jamila, if I work with Tom, if I work with Mary, this is what I get. So you kind of give an idea of how you do things and who you really are, right? Because people want to feel you first before they can trust their resources into your hands. Because if somebody hires you out, what that means is that they're going to give you something, and the first is attention. Why would I want to give attention to somebody who is here today and tomorrow is gone, right? Because we've had so many temporary gurus, if you may, right? So the field is such that it's good field, but you have to prove that you are worth paying attention to, and that is the most important thing. It takes time to build that trust. So I would like to encourage you to make sure you are on the spot, you are present for your people, you are serving your people. As you do that, people will begin to gravitate towards you, because then you will reach what they call a critical mass of content out on the net. And once people are able to get that, then the trust factor is going to go up. And so when the trust factor goes up, then they say, okay, I think I can listen to this guy more, until such a time that they will, quote unquote, become addicted to listening to you, that your content will be of so much value that people will almost hang on every word you say, okay? And that is how great leaders are built in different spaces. And because now the internet has democratized mentorship, the people from Indonesia, you may be based in the US, people from Indonesia are willing and desperately looking for somebody with those skills. Somebody from California in the US, you could be based in Mumbai, and they're really looking and getting service from you. Somebody could be in Pretoria in South Africa. The world has no bound, as long as you have what it takes to take people from point A to point B, and you know your stuff, right? And that you know, because if you did not have those skills, your boss wouldn't have hired you. So this is the assurance I'm able to give you, okay? So I will see you in the next video. And if this is something that you believe is good, I want you to subscribe to this channel and share also this message with other people in your network, and let's have more professionals think about the future, not just focus on now, because this is important. For you to build the future, you have to build it now, because future is now in the future. So if you don't do now, there would be no future. And so I encourage you to start right away and seek out mentorship. And I'm going to put my contact down below. You can WhatsApp me, you can text me, you can send an email, and let's start the dialogue, okay? So I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.